Hi everyone, this is Nikki Rowland and today I have a layout for Lottie Loves Paper. I'm playing along with the weekly sketch and I'm using the Safe Travels collection by Simple Stories. Here's the sketch, so you can see that it's a fairly straightforward sketch. It has a panel of paper at the top. Could be paper, could be something else, could be mixed media, could be whatever you want it to be. And I've gone with paper and I've decided to stretch it all the way across the layout and to have several torn rows. So on the sketch you can see there are 3 rows of papers. So I've gone for 3 rows of papers and I have torn them all instead of they are straight on the sketch. But a sketch is brilliant for a starting point, a jumping off point. So it doesn't have to be exactly the same as the sketch. Okay, so I've got my 3 layers kind of in place. I've got my photo. The sketch represents 2 photos, or it doesn't have to be 2 photos, but that's what you would initially think they would be. But I've only got the 1. I do have other photos that go with this photo, but I love this one as it is. There's me and the 3 children out for the day, and a little selfie, and all of us smiling, amazing. They don't happen very often. So I wanted to highlight that photo, and instead of having another photo to the right, I've gone for a journaling card that says weekend vibes. So I just thought that was quite nice. It definitely felt like good fun. I've also got the weekend Bramble Fox perspective there, you can see, and it doesn't get used. It's just slightly on the curve. And it couldn't make it look right. It needs to be on top of something, I think, rather than at the bottom. So in the end, I'm afraid that one got axed, and I went for something else instead. But I've got, I'm just working on my second photo now, which is my journaling card. So it's pink and says weekend vibes, and I've mounted it onto another journaling card. So I had to trim the pink one down slightly in order to fit it onto the other one. And now I'm working out where my title's going to go. So I'm trying once again to use that weekend Bramble Fox perspective, but it just didn't quite work. So I've gone for the word explore from the Simple Stories Safe Travels foam stickers. I'm still trying to use that perspective, but it still doesn't work. The curve is just not quite right. And it's too long for up there. It doesn't quite work there. Oh dear. You could say I really tried hard to use it, but it just wasn't happening. So in the end, it does get axed. But what I've done now is move my photos slightly. So you can see from the sketch they are central, whereas I have taken them over to the left a little bit, and I've also staggered them so one is further down than the other one. So I have changed the sketch ever so slightly. It's not, a wild variation from the original, but it is slightly different, and I just wanted to explain that. So above the journaling card, I wanted to get some tags in place. I love tags, and there are lots of them in the Simple Stories collections at the moment. Normally a whole sheet of tags. I really love these papers. I really, really love them. So yeah, I've just picked out 2. I've got 1 there at the moment, but I think I'll pick out another one. Distress the edges and getting those into place. I will tie that top one through with something, but I haven't quite got there yet. Over on the left hand side, adding another tag. The tags on the Simple Stories sheets are patterned on one side, and then on the other side the tags are white, but they have a little patterned area at the top. So I think they're a really brilliant invention. Whoever designed those needs a 10 out of 10. They're brilliant. So good. So I'm just poking one of those white side up behind my photo and angled down rather than up, and again I will tie that through with some ribbon. I know it's not represented on the sketch, but like I said earlier, sketches are jumping off points, so I decided that it was okay to do a slight variation. So just going through all the ephemera and things and seeing what I can find. This is not a trip abroad or on holiday. We are at the farm, which is where we always are. It's the only place that's been open. We like this little farm. We go there a lot. So this is another day there. So I'm just need to avoid the travel ephemera pieces, so like aeroplanes and things like that. But anything else pretty much goes. This collection is really, really versatile in that respect. In fact, I haven't used this for a holiday layout at all. I've only used it for exploring layouts. So it's working really well for me. Over on the right, I've added some flowers. A little camera is going to go in there. The word go. Over on the left, I've got the tag in place. And then I've got a little ticket, or not a ticket, what is it? A flag shape that says away from the Wi-Fi, which is brilliant because my daughter and me use the Wi-Fi a lot. So it's good to be out and about exploring rather than stuck in the house looking at screens all the time. So that was a really good sign for that. Underneath the word explore, I've just added 2 little label stickers. One says explore as well, and the other one says find joy in the journey. I'm going to add those 2 arrows there as well. So again, the arrows are not represented on the sketch, but the little journaling tickets are. So I figured that goes okay. The third one says enjoy the journey. Over on the left, I'm adding a few more bits. So I've added some hiking boots and some sunglasses and some binoculars. Not that we really needed binoculars that day, but they work. Just adding in some ribbon now to those tags. So just putting my ribbon through a small amount and tying in a bow with some baker's twine, kind of coordinating colour. I've got like a mint green baker's twine, and I've got a coral colour ribbon down the bottom and a denim blue at the top there. I've added the words let's go just above the title and at the bottom of the journaling card. Everything's stuck in place. Have I added it yet? No, I haven't. So I was going to say I've added some journaling, but I haven't yet. Yeah, it's all stuck in place. So pretty much just going to put the last few little bits on. So I've just added a compass. I've added a little geotag at the top there. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it's looking actually. It's all come together quite easily and quite nicely. I love this sketch because it was quite simple and straightforward, not too crazy, easy to adapt and make work with the photos that I had. Just pulled out my enamel dots and just pulling out some sequins as well to see if I can find anything that will work with this layout. So yes, I've got some blue and coral ones that work well, navy ones, and then I wanted to put in some green ones as well, excuse me, because there was some green dots on the background paper and the green leaves on the flowers as well. So I just wanted to pull the green through a little bit. I've also added some Bramble Fox Perspectives either side of my photo and my journaling card. They're little tabs. I love them. They say one says best day and one says scenic route. So they're good. I've just tucked those under either side. Just getting all my sequins stuck in place now with some glossy accents, making sure that they won't ping off or go anywhere. I've now realised that my photos are not stuck down properly, so just quickly popping some foam pads behind the photos there. So now I'm going to do a few splatters of paint. I'm going to add some enamel dots first. So I've just added some water to my pot of Shimmers paints there. It's a dark blue, I think it's Oaky Bear blue, and I'm just going to let that sit for a moment to dissolve slightly, and then I can pick up the paint and splatter with it. There we go. So that is my layout complete, all finished. I really, really enjoyed this sketch. I love this Safe Travels collection that you can get from Lottie Loves Paper. So yeah, thank you very much. Don't forget to go and join in with the sketch challenge over on the Lottie Loves Paper Facebook group. Thank you so much for joining me today. That was Nikki Rowland for Lottie Loves Paper.